Welcome back to Theresa.is.Dead. My name is Theresa and I'm very much alive. And if you're new here, welcome. I have an awful garbage mouth where I curse a lot. So if you're not into that or weird shit in general, this, my friend, is not the place for you. Feel free to X out the video here. No harm, no foul. But I'll remember our time fondly. If you want to jump straight to the Best of Beauty 2019, I'll leave a time code down below. Feel free to jump ahead. Guys, I can't get this thing out of my head. So it happened the other day while I was at work. And I'm starting to think that something's in the water. Has to be. So my coworker Terry was in the kitchen making a cup of tea in her
I hate Mondays Garfield mug.
Yep. When we started to have a conversation about pets. So I said to Terry, you know, I really would love a dog, but unfortunately my building won't allow me to have it because I live on the top floor, and if I were to get a dog, I would have to live like on the bottom floor. Now, Terry has a lot of pets. So then Terry says to me,
oh, that's a shame because I love animals. I have so many of them. You could take at least 6 of them. I would never know the difference.
Sounds hoarderish, but no thank you. I was like, as much as I would love to, unfortunately I can't take any pets to my building. So then there had to be like a pause for about maybe 30 seconds or so.
Let me ask you a question. Do you ever think about marrying pets?
What?
Marrying pets. You know, I spent so much time with them, I might as well marry one of them.
And now at that very moment, I couldn't tell if she was fucking with me or if she was being legit. So I kind of just stared at her for about 45 seconds until I realized I don't think she was joking. So I said, you probably could, but I feel like there's laws against that. So then Terry just went, and then walked away. Okay, before we even unpack that, because I don't even know. The whole day I couldn't do any work. The whole day, it's like she fucking sabotaged me. Because all I kept thinking about was her marrying a German Shepherd. Like literally that's all I kept thinking about. I was like, oh wow, like would it be like a backyard wedding? Would they go to the Venetian Hall? Like I was literally thinking like, would there be a cocktail hour? Like I imagine them like serving like little pâtés of fancy feasts and shit. Like this is what my mind did for the next 6 hours while I was at work. I couldn't get anything done. All I thought about. I went back into the kitchen later in the day to go get some water and Bob was in the kitchen. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask him because you know what, this can't be the weirdest thing of my day. Let me see, let me talk to Bob. So I was like, hey Bob, what's up?
Oh, Teresa, hey, hi.
I said, let me ask you a question.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Have you ever thought about marrying your pets?
Twice. You?
All the time. And then I walked away. I was like, I fucking can't today. What? There's something in the water. Anyway, that was my day. How was yours? In today's video, we're gonna be talking about the best of motherfucking beauty of 2019. In any case, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up and let's talk about some really good products. The first thing I wanna talk about are primers. There are 2 primers in particular that I was obsessed with this year. And the first one is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Primer. I actually have almost went through 2 bottles of this stuff. Like it's crack. This is so fucking perfect, especially if you are a dry, dusty cookie like myself, because this gives you beautiful hydration to the skin. I literally wear this every goddamn day, and I paired it with so many primers. I never have any sort of issues with it. This is absolute perfection. Could not recommend this enough. The next product I want to talk about is from Milk Makeup, and it's the Hydro Grip Primer. It's this little guy here. So I used to be obsessed with the J1 Jelly Pack that they would sell at Sephora, but I don't know what happened, but they stopped selling it, especially through Sephora, so I don't really know where to go get it. So while I was really annoyed about that, I started to try this product out, and I have to say that I feel like this is a really good dupe for that product, so now I don't feel so bad not having it. This thing works so goddamn well. This primer grips makeup to your face, and I feel like this is the perfect thing to wear in the summertime because nothing really slips and slides all over my face when I have this on. This is so fucking good. I highly recommend this one. So for foundations, I have tried quite a few different foundations this year. You know, some have been bad and some have been okay, but these are the 4 foundations that I have been so fucking obsessed with in 2019. Now, my skin is normal to dry, and I tend to sweat more than a person going through food poisoning, so just keep that in mind. With that said, every one of these foundations was able to provide me with a healthy glow and last more than 16 hours, which is so fucking incredible. The formula on these guys are lightweight, and they all do a really good job not settling into my fine lines. With that said, each one of these foundations vary in coverage. Some are light to medium, while some are medium to full. So if you're looking for light to medium coverage, I recommend the Tarte Found Sealer. I normally don't like boring Becky Tarte because the bitch has been stuck in the early 2000s for way too fucking long. But this right here, boys, girls, and toasters, this is motherfucking perfection. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I feel very weird every time I recommend this. But this was one of my absolute favorites in 2019. It offers such a beautiful radiance to the skin without making me look like Arby's Meat Mountain sandwich. That's what I love about this foundation. The next one I want to talk about is Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. This guy right here. This is supposed to be motherfucking matte, which I don't even understand because I hate matte foundations. If anything, she is truly a natural finish bitch. This foundation is when you're looking for like more of a high medium to full coverage, and it does a really good job of catfishing people to think that your skin's perfect. However, I think my overall favorites is the YSL All Hours Foundation and the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation. Now, both of these foundations have been out for quite some time, and I literally just discovered them, and I'm fucking obsessed with them. They're both on the high medium to full coverage spectrum, and I would say the only difference is that the YSL is supposedly a matte foundation. However, much like Charlotte Tilbury, I would say that this is more of a natural finish, and Milani is classified as a natural finish foundation. Honestly, to me, they are very much the same, with the exception that the Milani does oxidize a hair. But honestly, I don't mind the oxidation because it doesn't turn me into a fucking Cheeto. If anything, I look like I've stepped foot outside of my apartment without my beekeeper's costume, so that's great. Honestly, I really cannot stop using any of these foundations. As for concealers this year, I tried a lot, and I found that these were the best in terms of coverage, longevity, and overall natural hydration for my under eyes. Now for concealers, it kind of depends on what foundation I'm using. If it's super full coverage and I'm continuing with that trend, I have been loving the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. This is fucking awesome. And I actually find it funny that nobody really talks about this because it's so fucking good. The Doe Foot reminds me of the Tarte Shape Tape, but way better and not overhyped beauty guru bullshit. The other concealer I actually liked is the Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer. Now, the thing about this though, is that this is actually pretty fucking good. Now in my review, I think I was a little bit lukewarm about it because one of the claims is like, oh, it doesn't settle into your fine lines. That's not true. Always settles into my lines at some point of the fucking day. It just happens. There's no miracle concealer that will fix that. However, these are the ones that do it the least. Now, with that said, what I find really impressive about this concealer is it's completely full coverage, provides a natural finish, and a little bit of product goes a long way. You can actually conceal your whole face with one swipe, and that's fucking impressive. Now for my medium coverage concealers that I wear for those no makeup kind of days, or like I want to impress a delivery guy kind of day, COL-LAB No Flaws Liquid Concealer, which I believe you can only pick up in Sally Beauty, and the Glossier Stretch Concealer. What is nice about these concealers is that I could build them up and make them full coverage, but I think they shine when they're in their true state. Both of these concealers give you the appearance of a second skin, or that, oh my god, I just woke up like this. These concealers are so hydrating, so youthful. Not the I wasn't staying up till 3 a.m. eating White Castle and crying over sloth videos. Too real? Yeah. Anyway, these are fucking fantastic. So let's talk about some powders and some face palettes. The first one I want to talk about is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. This shit works. It works too well. I use it exclusively for setting under my eyes and a light dusting over my cheeks to remove any sort of disgustingness. This is a fucking miracle worker. I'm not paying enough for this product. And it also does a great job melting other products into your skin to give you that natural skin finish. This is fucking phenomenal. Now for face palettes, I have two. I recommend the Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette. My god, this is so fucking good. There's something wonderfully simplistic about this palette. This palette gives me warmth without making me look like a fucking Cheeto. And the highlighter in itself is so fucking nice. Probably one of my favorite highlighters of all time. And the blush is also a beautiful light pop of pink. Fucking, it's so goddamn good. I could use every one of these shades all over my face. It's unassuming and totally worth the price tag. This palette is that nerdy girl in every 90s comedy where once she takes off her glasses, everybody wants to fuck her. That's how good this palette is. Now the other palette I want to talk about, y'all, it's the fucking Hourglass palette, and it's the original ambient lighting edit. Now technically this is a palette that came out last year for the holiday time, and then they brought this back. The only difference is that my packaging resembles the newer Ghost packaging, while the original had the gold packaging. Now I own this one as well as the Ghost palette that was released this year, and this one is
fucking amazing.
This lives up to the hype and then some. I regret nothing purchasing this for $80. I regret nothing. I use it so much that I actually feel bad and I have to stop using it and use other things because I'm like, well,
bitch, you have other drawers full of stuff.
But I'm like,
no, but I just want to use this though.
This is one of my favorite things in 2019. This was totally well worth the money, worth the splurge. If you do ever come across it, I fucking recommend it. It's so goddamn good. It lives up to the hype. What I love about the powders is that they all melt into your skin. The bronzer, which initially I did not like because it's more of like a sparkly kind of bronzer, it's fucking perfect on my skin. Both blushes are wonderful, and this highlighter, it's absolute classy robot sex. I fucking love this thing. I feel like a grown-up when wearing this highlighter, yet I still feel like a bitch at the same time. This is fantastic. Now, when it comes to blush, there are 3 products that I was obsessed with this year. The first one actually is this little Wet n Wild high score blush palette, and this came from the Pac-Man collection. This palette's fucking great, especially for a drugstore brand. Not only is it fucking adorable, but there's so much pigment in this little palette. It's very smooth, it applies so well to the skin, it blends in with other products. This is absolute fucking perfection, and in my humble opinion, the only thing really worth it was this and the eyeshadow palette. Everything else was like, but this was great. This was a nice surprise. The next one is from Hourglass, and this is the Luminous Flush Blush. These blushes are fantastic. I love these little Hourglass blushes. They melt into your skin and they look so fucking natural. It's kind of like you have that, oh no, I just farted in public and I think that lady heard me, kind of flush to the face. This is fucking beautiful. But y'all, my bottom fucking bitch in blush is this goddamn Cover FX monochromatic blush duo. Ugh. I hate how much I like these things because they're so stupid expensive. Like, I mean, not to say that the Hourglass one isn't, but like, ugh, fuck. All right, here's your little blush duo. This is the shade Pink Dahlia. I actually have 3 of them. Girl, boy, toaster, I fucking can't. I really assumed that this was gonna be overhyped bullshit. Girl, no, it's not. It's not. This is fucking well worth every goddamn penny. Cover FX, please release more. I need more in every goddamn fucking shade on this planet. I will happily give you my money instead of Sally Mae for my student loan. That's how much I want more blushes. Honestly, these little blushes are so ingenious. You have like the matte powder side, and then you have like the beautiful glowy side. Personally, I dip into both and then apply it to my skin. It's just so goddamn fucking beautiful. And again, this is another product that I have to remind myself, you have other things in your collection, bitch. Stop just using this, because I cannot stop using these. Shit, sometimes I don't even have any makeup on, yet I just want to put this on my face. That's how much I love this product. So fucking good. Now for bronzers and contours, I've been trying a lot of stuff, and I really do enjoy the Kat Von D contour palette. And I know I can go to my local TJ Maxx and purchase a fingerfuck palette for a cool $30 and get a free staph infection with my purchase, because people are fucking disgusting and we're raised with 0 manners every time I look at makeup in a TJ Maxx. But I digress. Personally, I've been trying to find dupes of that product, and I think I've actually come close with these 2. The first one is the Koki Powder Contour Palette. This is pretty much a dead ringer for the Kat Von D palette. Come on. Seriously. This is fucking great though. And the other one is the Highlight and Contour Palette by IBY Beauty. This one I actually beat the shit out of a little bit more. What is so great about those 2 in particular is that they have a really nice cool tone option for a contour shade. I actually kind of use this more as like a contour bronzer. Fucking love this stuff. These 2 palettes are fantastic, and it actually makes me excited that I don't really need to purchase another Kat Von D palette, because I feel like I can actually get the same kind of quality with these 2 guys. And these products are so easy to use. They blend out very well. These are fucking fantastic. The other contour powder I want to mention is from the brand Rodial. I hope I'm saying that correctly. This thing. This is actually something a friend gave to me, and I'm like low-key obsessed with it. I really fucking love it. It's called Instagram Contour Powder. How fucking stupid does that sound? And this is another cool tone option contour powder. You actually think it's gonna be really dark, but it's quite buildable, and it's very, very easy to use. And it actually provides a great definition to the face. I feel like when I wear this powder, I feel so cunty. Between this and the Chantecaille powder that I own, which Happy Minnie, thank you so much for that, because I can't. Okay, but thank you so much, I love you, France. But between this powder and my Chantecaille powder, girl. I look forward to marrying my 3rd husband for his riches and screwing his kids over for their trust fund. I love it. As for bronzers, the only thing that I found truly amazing is the Fenty Beauty bronzer, and this is in the shade Into Sun. This, I fucking love this shade. I love this guy. And I finally feel like I found a bronzer that works so well with my skin type. Usually I find things that are way too dark, way too warm, or way too light. This is a really, really happy medium, and I love that this is a buildable formula. So I'm very happy that I finally found something that fits my skin tone. As for mascara this year, the thing that I've been loving the most is from Thrive Cosmetics. This shit works. It's surprising because I feel like a lot of mascaras that have the volume claim are usually hot water trash, but not this. This is fucking perfect. It gives me the length and the volume, and it keeps my lashes in place. This has actually been a nice find considering my favorite mascara is from Guerlain, and it's like $33. This is $24. Not really that much better, but at least it's $9 less. But this is fantastic. So if you're looking for something that has really great length and volume and lasts for a very long time, they do not fall throughout the day, then look no further. This product is really fucking good. So let's talk about some eyeliners. My personal favorites this year when it comes to liquid eyeliners have been the Hank & Henry liquid eyeliner, the Makeup Maniacs Perfect Point Black Highlighter, as well as their Infinity liquid eyeliners. These products are so perfect for me, especially because I have very sensitive eyes. Using these products, I can actually get right up into my eyeball and it doesn't cause me any sort of irritation. They last all day long. I don't experience any sort of flakiness, any weirdness, nothing bad. Like, these are phenomenal products and they're actually my go-to things. They're so easy to use. These are fantastic. Now, when it comes to little pot eyeliners, this is so fucking good. If you truly want something that can go in the waterline and really last all fucking day, then look into Inglot's AMC eyeliner gel pots. The shade 84, which is this bright yellow color. This thing works too well, to the point that if you want to leave it in your waterline, like, it will last all fucking day. Almost alarmingly enough, when you're trying to take it off and it doesn't come off right away. Someone like me that has the worst waterline, it's so goddamn watery, this is a godsend. So if you're looking for something that will last all goddamn day, look for the Inglot AMC eyeliner pots. Now, like I mentioned, I have the color 84, which is yellow because I'm always on that hashtag quest for yellow, but they do have a lot of other colors. Oh, this is so fucking good. Now, when it comes to pencils, my two favorites lately have been Glossier Play Color Slide. This is phenomenal. This is probably the best mustard yellow pencil I've ever had the pleasure of trying in my life. I recommend this. What I love about this eyeliner in particular is that it does last all day, and for the most part, it stays in my waterline. Now, when it comes to like the outer and inner corner, it might break away just a little bit, but for the most part, this stays in there all day. This is fantastic. Now, the other pencils that I have are from ColourPop. Now, when it comes to ColourPop, some colors work better for me than others, and I found that these four are the most perfect shades for me. So the first one is the Cream Gel Liner. It's the green one in Teaspoon. Fantastic. Then there's, oh god, I don't even know the fucking name of this one. There's an orange eyeliner. I'll put it down below. I don't remember the name of this, but the orange one is fantastic. What I have in my waterline today, the shade Boots, and then of course the purple shade that I love is in Piggy Bank. Currently have Boots in my waterline. Oh my god, I love this. It's so goddamn good. So it's funny, not all the ColourPop ones work for me because there are some that just irritate the shit out of my eyes, but these are the ones that have been my tried and true. So if you do experience any sort of eye irritation, I recommend checking out these. These I haven't experienced anything like that with. So for the next two sections, I want to talk about highlighters and eyeshadow palettes. Now keep in mind, I have 10 of each product. Now, actually coming up with the list of 10 and 10 was so incredibly difficult because I tried a lot of palettes and I tried a lot of highlighters this year. But I wanted to narrow it down to the ones that I would be completely gutted if I lost any one of these guys. And instead of holding up each product and giving you some boring bullshit description about each one of them, because trust me, it's gonna get long and tedious and boring and I don't got time for that, and neither do you. Just know that all of these products are fucking wonderful. They're all easy to use, they're easy to work with. The formula on all of these guys are fucking phenomenal. The palettes have great color stories. The highlighters are alien slut sex goodness. And when combining eyeshadows and highlighters, you will be saying, take me to your leader so I can fuck him. They're all rich in pigment. They have wonderful longevity. The highlighters in particular do not sit on top of the skin. They actually melt in. They look so fucking beautiful. Yeah, there might be some kick up or some fallout issues, but they're easily overlooked because that's how much I love these products. Each one of these build up, blend out, pair very well with other things. They're phenomenal. And with that said, these are my favorite highlighters and eyeshadows of 2019. Benefit Cookie. ColourPop Horse and Carriage. Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Palette in the shade Mercury. Kaleidos. Lethal Cosmetics Wavelength Highlighter, Scatter. Jeffree Star Cosmetics Extreme Frost Highlighter, Sour Ice. Makeup Obsession Mega Lightning Highlighter. Give Me Glow Highlighter, White Noise. Glossier Play Night Shine Pale Pearl. Jacqueline Cosmetics The Flash. Sephora Moschino Laptop Palette. Urban Decay Naked Honey. Natasha Denona Mini Nude. Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture Palette, reformulated. Now, I know, listen. Tarte Icy Betch Palette. Lethal Cosmetics Hive Palette. Funny story, the palette is actually amongst these shadows because I wanted to keep all my Lethal shadows in one place. It's kind of mixed in here, but the Hive palette was actually my favorite color story of all the preset palettes, but honestly, just you can get any one of these fucking shades. They're fantastic. Kaleidos Futurism Collection. While I really do like all 5 palettes, my favorite one is the Sci-Fi Green palette. Give Me Glow Vintage Rose. Midas Cosmetics Lemonade Palette. Amy Hart's Beauty Alma Palette. And with that said, those are my favorite beauty products of 2019. Let me know down below if you tried any one of these products, if you agree, if you disagree. If you have a list yourself, let me know because I'd love hearing from you guys. And with that said, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it as always. Feel free to like, comment, hit that subscribe button. It's fucking free. And hit that bell icon for notification of all my future posts. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Discord, Patreon. On Thursdays, we have a podcast called The Miserable 3. And sometimes I'm on my husband's Twitch channel where I just yell about shit on the internet. Everything that I talked about today, along with what is on my face, will be linked down in the description box below. Happy New Year, my little pumpkins, and I'll see you next year. Bye.